All right, my friends, I am back with another amateur, and I mean real, amateur course vlog. You're definitely not going to be seeing this on your recommended or For You page, but playing Bandon Dunes, playing with some coworkers, Jace, Jack, Scott. Thank you for letting me film. I also have a caddy, Lars. I felt like, look, I'm here. I got to do it. And not only did I get a caddy, they gave me the greatest freaking caddy in the world. If you ever go to Bandon, please request Lars. Just really the nicest, smartest, and best golfer I have personally ever met. I think he was a +4. But hole one, I went with driver. Lars said, go for it. It really doesn't matter when you hit a pitching wedge like that. I am so far right. I had to hike up this. It was just brutal. And I hit a really good shot. I mean, I read the designer called it the first hole a firm handshake. For me, it was a firm handshake and then a swift kick in the nuts. You could see I was way up there on the right, and I hit a pretty phenomenal shot. I have to give myself some kudos. And you can see here, Lars giving me the line about, I would say 3 balls. 3 balls left. Hit the line, but you guys know my biggest thing is I more obey, and I blast through break. And I told Lars this after. I'm like, hey, I tend to really rip it through breaks, and he's like, okay, cool. And we made some adjustments. So hole 2, you can make all the adjustments in the world if you want, but when you're standing over the ball like I am here and just really just frightened, just scared, because the thing with Pacific Dunes or any of these courses is if you go off the beaten track, you're screwed. My ball is so far deep in this hole. You can't, Lars kind of looked at me and he's trying to stay positive, and I knew I was screwed. And then I whiff a 7-iron. And it goes probably farther than, or not, probably could have thrown it farther. So now I'm sitting 3 here in a bunker taller than my head, and I have 8-iron in my hand. I think I'm going to get an 8-iron over this, and I don't even want to say the wheels are falling off the bus because they were never attached. I was really nervous. I hadn't filmed in a while. I just could not figure it out, and it's pretty visible. Lars told me 140 here. It doesn't matter because I was really, they call adrenaline up, and I launched it. And I'm back on this green, and I've never played links golf before, and Lars is like, hey, you should putt. And I go, no, I'm going to chip with a 60 degree or 58 because I think I'm good enough. And I'm just watching this thing roll, and it's repeatedly getting punched in the stomach, then in the mouth, then in the stomach again. And then I chunk here, and my people I'm playing with are kind of looking at me like, damn, you're not very good at golf. So then Lars eventually hands me my putter, and at this point I've taken the triple, I've taken the dose. It's not good. So it's that's the thing with this course. If you go any bit of, if you're in any sort of trouble, it just maximizes it, times it by 2. But if you hit the ball straight, it's really straightforward. I guess just Bandon overall, I'd love to talk on it. It's just an incredible experience. For those who golf, it's truly like Disneyland. Some guy called it Disneyland, and I kind of laughed, but it truly is. Everything is evolved around golf, and every course is incredible. Just an incredible experience. You can see some of the views, and me hitting this ball so far left. It's the widest fairway you can, a blind person can find the fairway here, and I barely managed to find it. Lars told me here, he's like, look, you've got a lot of fairway, just don't go left. And my ball really went left. So now I'm hitting 3 out of the crap. But I have a good lie. It's fluffed up, and Lars goes, look, maybe hit your 50, and you can pick it clean. I didn't. I hit it fat. it's kind of like you have all the right answers. Like it's like when you walk into a test or a final and you know you all the right answers and you just don't say the right things or put the right answers. But I putted here. I realized like I don't have the dexterity to flop his 58 degree on a lie that's thinner than a glass table. We had like left cup here, left center, and it was probably, I mean, I did. Lars, I think, told me it was a ball. Regardless, whatever he told me, I didn't do it, and it went far right. So now we're sitting 5 over through 3, which is pretty, not that good of a start. I don't have an official handicap, but we're probably around a 7 or 8 right now, maybe even a 9 after this. This is a beautiful hole, wonderful views. Unfortunately, folks, you won't be getting them because I went straight to the sand. I just duck hooked it right to the sand, and then I hit this thin. And you guys want drama? Here it is. Like this, I just could not figure it out. You know, it's hard to hit a good shot when you don't even have an opportunity to hit a good shot. You're in the sand, you're in the rough. So like here, it was like the first time, like, okay, I'm 105 in. Lars goes, don't, just go left. You have a lot of room over there. And I hit just a dime. I finally hit like a really good shot. Like I was like, okay. And for me, at least, like sometimes I just need one good shot to just know that's what it feels like. And this started the train of the golf I'd like to play. We had a couple balls here to the right. This was for bogey. Actually a pretty good putt. I tapped it in. It was within my gimme range, which is much different than YouTube's. I mean, crap. Go look at some of the comments. These people are ferocious. So now we got par 3, 180. As some of you know, I don't hold a 8-7 or 6 iron right now. So we're using Jack's P790. Thank you, Jack. Incredible club and a pretty good shot. I hit it a little thin, but when I was hitting them thin, they were going straight. So I extended some of these clips. You can see Lars had me about 3 or 4, probably a club length. I don't know, like 2 feet. Anyways, I mean, there's no hiding when you have a caddy. Like, there's no excuses. You have the lines. Like, it's a true test of whether you can putt or not. And this ball was not even near where I was aiming or where Lars told me to go. And not only that, the distance control was just terrible. But we hit this so good. Not a bad par. Drivable par 4, I opted to hit my 3-wood because this ball would have been in a completely different area code if I used my driver. And I hit a really good 3-wood. Again, I think I found something with that wedge shot on the last hole. Until, I mean, Lars goes at 80, 90, I forget, which is typically 54. I thought a half swing 58 degree, which is like a 60-degree club, 60-yard club for me, would make it there. And by no one's surprise, it went not even close. And again, learned my lesson. We're putting here. Hit a pretty solid putt. Looks like it really went through some stuff on the way there. It had about 6 or 7 skips. And, now I have a pretty, wow, I mean, how many times have I said that word? It's probably like at least 10 or 15 on this clip. Anyways, right edge. Not anything extraordinary in terms of difficulty. We had right, I think it was right edge. And I hit a solid putt. Blasted it. I mean, that would have been an extra putt if it missed. So we're looking at 7 here. Okay. Last 2 holes. Think I found something. Straightforward hole. I finally hit a good drive. Like, this was the first time I was like, okay, like that's what my drive feels like. That's what I wanted to do. That last hole, the 3-wood felt good. Lars here goes, you have a lot of room on the right. It's okay if you miss right. Hit a really solid 9-iron. I drew it in there and felt pretty elaborate. Like, okay, like trying to like let Lars know, like, hey, I can golf a little bit, you know, like I'll make you look pretty good. And I was making Lars look horrible, like the poor guy. I'm sorry, Lars. If you ever have an opportunity to go to Bandon, call before. Request Lars as your caddy. Like, you'll have the best experience ever. If I ever go back, I'm definitely requesting at least every hole. So we're putting here outside the gimme range, and I hit a solid putt. I mean, the putter, it was an ugly stroke, but it went in. Hole 8, dog leg right. You want to be left a little bit. I hit just a really solid drive. And Lars told me, he's like, you want to be over there. You'll have a really good look in instead of going right. Again, just it's the benefits of playing with a caddy. So I have 170 in. I took a 7-iron Jack's P790, which maybe I should just go out and buy because it's hitting those pretty damn good. And another caddy, just awesome insight. He goes, make sure you go right. I was aiming left. He goes, make sure you go right. You want to be right of that bunker. There's more room up there. Who knew, you know? And I actually hit a really good shot. In a lot of these putts, these holes, these greens, you definitely need a caddy if you've never played before. They're intricate. There's a lot of illusions. Like here, I would have hit driver. He goes, no, you need just a 200 club. My 200 club is a rolled out 5-iron. I don't fly at 200. I really don't. But I do hit a pretty nice draw. The tracer makes it look a lot sexier than it really is. Believe me, it does not look like that. You can see me questioning all reality. Lars looks at me and goes, sorry, you're in the rough. I go, really? He goes, yeah, about 4 feet. What do you know, 4 feet? I had a flyer lie, and I hit a really nice 50, and it just went Nuketown. Probably 15, 20, maybe 30 yards past it. Just not a good shot, because now I have 600 feet for birdie, this is a tough 3-putt. Like, this is not ideal, even if you're a really good putter. And as you can see here, I wouldn't even call myself, I would say an adequate putter. Regardless, I need this putt to keep me at 7. I had right center. Lars goes, no, it's more straight. And that's something I struggled with, because I made my mind up on right center, which is obviously the wrong, like, what, you think Lars doesn't know? Like, the dude's a +4 and has played this course 100 times. And I